Welcome back, Headz. In this video, I want to talk to you about the Insta360 Ace Pro. Now, I'm a little late to the party when it comes to this camera, action cam that is, but I got it when I was looking for a BTS camera, and I have to tell you, I've grown to really love this camera after this.
Left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would. If they could, they probably should. I left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would.
I was caught up in a situation, could have gone real bad. I dipped, took a long vacation, no doubt left man of them mad. Gone. I left the hood, I said I would, so I'ma get mine and I won't feel bad. Nah, if they could, they probably should, but most man end up in a two-man pad. Left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would.
Ain't coming back.
If they could, they probably should.
Oh yeah.
I left the hood, I said I would.
I left the hood, I said I would.
Left the hood, I said I would.
I
I left the hood, I said I would.
ain't coming back.
If they could, they probably should.
Oh yeah.
I left the hood, I said I would.
I left the hood, I said I would.
I was caught up in a situation, could have gone real bad. I dipped, took a long vacation, no doubt left none of them mad. I left the hood, I said I would, so I'ma get mine and I won't feel bad. If they could, they probably should, but most man end up in a two-man bad. I was caught up in a situation, could have gone real bad. I dipped, took a long vacation, no doubt left none of them mad. I left the hood, I said I would, so I'ma get mine and I won't feel bad. If they could, they probably should, but most man end up in a two-man bad.
Left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would. I ain't coming back. If they could, they probably should. Oh yeah. I left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would. Left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would. I ain't coming back. If they could, they probably should. Oh yeah. I left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would.
I was caught up in a situation, could have gone real bad. I dipped, took a long vacation, no doubt left none of them mad. I left the hood, I said I would, so I'ma get mine and I won't feel bad. If they could, they probably should, but most man end up in a two-man bad.
I was caught up in a situation, could have gone real bad. I dipped, took a long vacation, no doubt left man of them mad. Gone. I left the hood, I said I would, so I'ma get mine and I won't feel bad. Nah, if they could, they probably should, but most man end up in a two-man pad. Left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would.
Ain't coming back.
If they could, they probably should.
Oh yeah.
I left the hood, I said I would.
I left the hood, I said I would.
Left the hood, I said I would. I left the hood, I said I would.
Ain't coming back.
If they could, they probably should.
Oh yeah.
I left the hood, I said I would.
I left the hood,
I said I would.
Spoiler alert, let me just say right off the bat, the camera's really nice, but it is the camera and the app software that allows you to do quick edit and quick shareables, what make it a combo that I really grown to love, right? I love the ability to be able to edit real quick. So I was looking for a BTS camera, like I mentioned before. I was looking for something that I can just point and shoot, don't have to worry about nothing. I didn't want to have to worry about, aperture or anything. I put it in auto and I just let it go because I'm already doing videography work, right? I got my other cinema cameras that I'm working with and all that stuff. I didn't need another headache to have to worry about or divide my attention, between other camera devices, right? I just wanted something to be able to point and shoot, just capture some behind the scenes so that I kind of show some B-roll and some of the things that I'm doing when I'm teaching my class or when I'm actually showing on YouTube. So I've grown to really love the camera though. Now, me and my wife, we took it on a couple different weekend getaways, right? Went to Chicago, and probably a couple weeks after that, we went to Toronto. And so, man, it was just, fun to have, fun to use. And when we went to Chicago, that was the only camera I took. And we just figured that we were gonna get these cameras, and she got the Ace Pro 2, I might add. And we figured we was gonna get these cameras, and those are the only cameras we was gonna take with us, and we was gonna find out if we like these cameras or not. While I was looking for a BTS camera, I ran into a lot of great options. And I'm not trying to tell you that the Ace Pro or the Ace Pro 2 is the best of the options and all that. I'm not saying that. I haven't had a chance to use hardly any of the other options. All I've had the chance to do was really look at the specs, try to look at some YouTube videos, try to cut through some of the bull and all that kind of stuff when it comes to YouTubers, and just try to find out what was good for me, what will work for what I need, right? Like I said, just the BTS camera is really all I was looking for, and maybe a couple little extras. Well, I found a couple little extras in this camera, and I want to reiterate this. I can't emphasize this enough. It's not just the camera, although the camera is cool and it has some cool features, but it's the camera and the app combined that makes it such an awesome thing that I've grown to love, right? Here's 10 things about this combo that I feel that really has me feeling like I have chosen well for myself for a BTS camera. Number 1, sensor size. Now the sensor size is just shy of an inch. So I'm really shocked at the clarity that comes out of the action cameras. Actually, all the action cameras to date, they've really come a long way. I've owned some action cameras in the past. I won't go through naming all of them because I had quite a few. Number 2 is stabilization. Now the stabilization is on the next level. Now I'm sure some of the other action cameras have great stabilization as well. I'm only talking about the Insta360. It is really cool. You know what I'm saying? It's really cool to have that type of stabilization, that kind of processing going into my footage. Like I said, it makes it quick for quick turnarounds. Low light. How can you get such a nice image in low light with a small sensor like this, right? This was really kind of mind-blowing for me, you know, someone who deals with cameras all the time, and sensor size matters to me based on how much light you let in and all that stuff, and they're kind of breaking the rules here. I know it's some AI and processing and all that going on, but like I said, they have come a long way, you know what I'm saying, to date, right, with these action cams, and I'm here for it. Time-lapse. Now, in this camera, I started using time-lapse, and one of the things I did not like about the time-lapse is that it speeds everything up so fast and so quickly. And I wanted to slow it down a bit, and maybe it's just me, I haven't figured out how to slow it down just yet. But when I try to slow it down in post, it looks a little choppy, it don't look as smooth. So what I did was I'm using the time shift mode in this camera, and the time shift is actually doing what I want for the time lapse, and it's satisfying my need for that time lapse motion. Now when you want to go to photo mode, you have a 48 megapixel image that you can take with this camera, and I'll be honest with you, I've never taken an image, a photo, a still with an action cam that I thought was acceptable until I got this camera, right? Again, I haven't tried all the other latest options that are out there. I only been able to actually use this camera as of yet. And right now, I'm telling you, I'm really satisfied at the images. Basically, I'm taking the images so I can remember my, vacations or the moments or whatever. And I really like to be able to share them. So my 6th thing that I like about this camera is the ability to be able to pair a wireless mic. So I chose to go with the DJI Mic 2. And that's what I'm using right now to shoot this video. And the mic is right here. This is the mic that I'm using. So I'm using this mic, and it's Bluetooth to the camera. And I've never seen that happen with action camera, having that ability to be able to do something like that. Now, number 7, I'm gonna have to make another whole video about this, but for right now, I wanna say that this camera is attachment friendly. Just like a GoPro is attachment friendly, and mainly, they no longer call all the attachment GoPro mounts. Now it's all called action, camera mounts. But man, it's just so many great attachments these days to be able to use these things. And when you have a good low light ability, when you have a good sensor, when you have the ability to take good photos, when you have the ability to do some of these things, now using these attachments, it makes it even better, right? Because now you can use attachments so you can get the so you can maximize, the moment, right? And what you want to capture and how you want to capture it. So number 8, just like all action cams, form factor. The small, toteable pocket-sized camera that you can just put in your pocket and carry anywhere. That form factor is still awesome, right? So you're getting all these different things that I've just mentioned in this small little pocket camera, right? And that's what makes it pretty awesome. Number 9, slow motion. Now, I don't do much slow motion with this camera because I don't really see the need in it, but I do like the fact that it's there, right? I can do 4K at 120 frames per second And I think that's just awesome, right? I don't think I'll ever need that. I think the most slow motion I do is 60 frames per second if I go that fast. But I'm learning to actually do like 36 frames per second, 48 frames per second. Those are seeming to suffice what I need. But I love the ability to have those options if I need it. And last but not least, number 10 is the app. When you actually edit your footage or images, where you can quickly edit them and turn around for share, right? You can edit, export to your phone or to your computer or whatever, and then now you can share it with the world, your moments that you just captured. That's what makes it awesome. Until the next time, make sure you go out and you film something and kill it.